So as much as we would like to think that we know it all and we've created all the belief systems that we have, majority of us have been programmed to think a type of way, whether we like it or not. And this is the same thing that happens with your beliefs with money. So in today's video, I want to go through some of the belief systems that we have about money that could be holding us back from our financial progressions. So the first one is working more hours to make more money. So we have been programmed to think that that is the one way to make money, where you trade your time to actually earn income. This is a belief that we really need to disengage from, because as you may know, you may have some bosses, some directors that are making loads and loads of money, but do not work as hard as you do on the cashier or wherever you're working. And that's because there are other ways to make money that doesn't equate with your actual time and your hard-earned time to actually make money. And when you actually acknowledge that, you will seek other ways of making money that doesn't acquire so much of your time. And personally for me, this is when I started investigating into property and finding how people are making money through properties, investing, social media, content. There's so many other ways that people are making money from that doesn't equate to too much of their time. However, depending on the strategy that you use outside of a job, it can result in a lot of time at the beginning, but then eventually when it picks up, it equates way more to what you would have done in the hours in your 9 to 5 or 10 to 10 or whatever you may have done previously. So that is one of the beliefs that you really need to knock out, that the more time you spend doing something, the more money you make. That is not it, okay? Number 2 is the victim mindset. And I can't lie, I was, down with this. I'm not good at something, I can't do something, I wasn't born with the richest family, or I don't know how to speak properly in front of an audience, I don't have the right skills, I don't know, I don't think I'm at that point where I can teach other people about what I'm doing. That victim mentality can hold you back a lot. So you need to really change from I'm not good at this yet, and spend some time developing that skill. Spend some time educating yourself on that skill. And you don't have to be perfect. So it's not makes perfect, but practice makes progression. That is what you're aiming for, and getting to the point where you're doing something so well you can't get it wrong anymore. So that is what you're going to be changing your mindset to, that to I don't know yet, but leaving that yet there to give you time and leaving the door open for that opportunity to be obtained. So removing that victim mentality of I can't, out, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna get there. That's how you want to change it to. And number 3 is negative money beliefs. Negative money beliefs. And when I say this, I'm sure some things are popping up in your brain right now. So money is the root of all evil. That held me back. Rich people are greedy. That held me back. Why? Because if you believe these things and you have negative connotations with money, you subconsciously repel money from you. Why? Because if you believe that money is the root of all evil, you got to understand that statement. Money is the root of all evil. So all evil that happens in the world is associated with money. When money comes into you, you're going to repel it because you associate it with evil. So that negative connotation then takes away any joy that you could have with money. You're just going to repel it unconsciously. So how can you expect to have more of it if you feel like it's evil? And you really need to dive into why you associate that. And if you've got it from a biblical verse or anything along them lines, you really need to go and read that statement again, because, you know, it's the love of money, not money is the root of all evil. And there are a lot of good people that are making good money, and they're able to open hospitals, they're able to do sponsorships, they're able to help people get into universities, orphanage, because of the money that they've accumulated. It's not all negative stuff, but you really need to work on that mindset and unravel that. The other statement is rich people are greedy, that they're the 1% that take up all of the money and they just sit there on their own, and, you know, they greed, right? So that also has an implication on your mindset, because if you associate rich people with being greedy, when you get money, you don't want to be greedy. So you straight away repel. What does repel look like? Giving money away, spending it on stuff, booking holidays you can't afford. All of these things associate with that. And I'm going to give you guys an example, because I also felt like, you know, money was the root of all evil. So I remember when I did the Olympics and I made £6,000 within 2 months, and I was like, oh, but it was a lot of money. So for me at the age of 18. So what I did was I just spent it on my family, because I wanted to do good, because I knew that money was associated with evil. So I just spent it on my family, nothing to do with me, because I wanted to feel like, oh, I don't want anything, more money, more problems, more evil, all of this. That's what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to associate myself with money, and you naturally repel it through your actions. And I can only do that upon reflection, because I've understood that is something that I believe, that money was the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. So if you actually want more money, but you believe that rich people are greedy, it's starting to clash, starting to conflict with your mind. So, you know, it's a no. It's not going to happen for you. The fourth one is negative self-talk. Saying stuff like, I can't afford it, I'm not good with money. All of that kind of negative talk is you're telling yourself, I'm not good with money. So when money comes, you're not going to be good with it. I can't afford it. You will not afford it if you keep telling yourself you can't afford it. So you've got to retrain your mind to saying, okay, from I can't afford it to how can I afford it? What can I do to get me to that goal? So let's say, for example, I want to go to Vietnam or whatever country you want to go to, and it's telling you £2,000, £3,000, and straight away you're shutting down, I can't afford that. No, how can I afford it? How can I break it down into chunks? How can that £1,000, how can I accumulate that £1,000 in the next 8 months when I want to actually go on that trip, and start working on that? And that kind of mindset is a game changer, because now you're not going to say that I can't achieve anything. You can say, I can achieve it as long as I put things in place to allow me to get there, and I will find a way to actually get there. And that kind of mindset is a game changer. It is a game changer, and you need to adopt it. And my fifth point is that money defines your worth. And this one is a big one, right? A lot of people, including myself, you know, associate the material things with our worth. And you need to disattach that. You're already worthy regardless of the material things, regardless of the things that you can buy with your money, regardless of all of that kind of stuff. You need to separate that from your worth. The material stuff and the money equates to your worth. No, you are worthy before any of that. And how does that creep up in your life? It creeps up in different ways, especially for people that like to spend on materialistic things. When they get a certain amount of money, that they want to buy the Rolexes, they want to buy the cars, they want to get this and that done to show that they are worthy. And now they're on a certain status because, you know, they've got money now. And you really need to get to the point of understanding, what game are you trying to play here? Are you trying to play the status game where you're continuously working towards a certain financial goal so you can be seen as so-and-so? Or are you playing the wealth game? Because the wealth game is completely different. Some people can't see that you are building wealth because you're buying properties, you're buying all these other stuff that it doesn't look like you've got money, but you got money. Or you can play the status game with your Gucci belt and your Gucci bag and your crazy shoes. I'm not saying that this is bad, but I'm just saying like you're focusing majority on how you look and the status to look like you've got money rather than actually having money, because the definition of money defines your worth with the materialistic things rather than feeling like you're worthy regardless of these things, and investing for the future and actually building true wealth. So that is my final one. If you can relate to any of this, these belief systems have happened over time. They don't just come one day and they don't just go one day. You actually have to take the time to acknowledge these belief systems, and then work on it. And how do I say work on? What would I say is the best way of working on it is actually with financial management. And this is a skill, guys. It's not something you get overnight. You know, it's a skill that you have to continuously work on through going through your bank statements, understanding your habits, understanding the money mindsets that are holding you back, and then putting things in place through budgeting to actually get you to a better positive position with money. So with that being said, I'm going to be releasing another video about financial management. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe and put the notification bell on, because there is more to come. If you are serious about getting your finances together and actually building true wealth, then you are in the right place, because I am Miss Bree and I believe that financial freedom is attainable for everyone and everybody. And it's only if you put certain things in place that you can attain this goal. So thanks, peace and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.